Hi, I'm Gary Patterson, president of Shelby American, but most importantly, I'm a car enthusiast. So my wife Sarah and I, we have numerous Shelbys, and this one's real special to me because I was a part of this whole program with Shelby American back in the late 90s, and then we produced them in 1999, and I was certainly not in a spot where I could afford one then, but I can now. So all carbon fiber body, honeycomb aluminum chassis, the only Shelby that was ever built from the ground up. So push rod style suspension, way ahead of its time actually. Hard to believe it's 21, almost 22 model years old now. So, but this is a very special car. It's got a 4-liter Rolls Aurora V8 engine in it, supercharged, 6-speed transaxle in the back. So it's really been a special car. My favorite memories in this one was back in 1999, I could go out and beat the guys on the track with the Vipers and the Turbo Porsches and the Ferraris and stuff like that. So I've got some real fun, special memories with this particular car. And again, it's only ground up Shelby. This particular one is actually the dimensional build car, which meant that we really used this car as to experiment with some different panels that we had. The panels all looked the same on the outside, but the way they attached in some cases were a little different. So a real special car. It was the only one that we actually put these panels on from a production car. So you know, with that, maybe we can go for a little spin. What do you think, Dave?
Sounds good.
Well, Dave, this is Shelby Series 1. So as you can see here, we talked about it earlier. It's the 4-liter Rolls Aurora V8, ground up Shelby, Vortex supercharger, cantilever suspension like you'd see in Formula One. So a lot of neat features. You also look at the engine placement. So this is the center line of the front axle. Where's the engine? It's way back here. You got people here. You got a transaxle. Keeps all the weight inside the car, really in the center. So the polar moment of inertia is really where you want it to be, because it's a lot easier to control weight here than it is out here. So with all that being said, another cool feature of this car is look at the airflow over it. So you got a lot of air goes in the nose like most cars, goes through the radiator, but unlike most cars, it's immediately exhausted. All the air that goes through the radiator gets exhausted over the hood. And what that does, let's take this thing and put it down quickly. Let's see if we can make that work. What it does is it keeps the nose on the ground, because when air comes over in through the radiator, it packs up in the engine compartment. It can't go up and it can't go out. It creates a lot of lift at high speed. So what we've done is, actually Carroll Shelby with the Daytona Coupe and Ford Motor Company with the GT40, they started that thing in the 60s when they were racing. Now you see some of the cars today using this type of technology. As an example, the new Corvette actually has some of the air that goes out and over the hood. So we were doing that over 50 years ago. But anyway, that's what this is. And so it keeps the car on the ground, keeps it nice and stable at high speed, gets rid of all that heat. These extractors here also get rid of heat and any air that may not go over the hood. It also helps extract the air that way. So it's one of the cool features of a Shelby Series 1. Okay, you ready?
Absolutely.